Welcome to our math time. So we are starting a new math chapter. It is chapter 8 in the math book. And this is another unit on measurement. It's just a different type of measurement. So we've done in inches and in feet, and we've done centimeters and in meters for measuring how long something is or how tall something is. Now we are going to talk about mass, which is more about how something weighs. So if we were together, we were going to be using scales that we've talked about in social studies even for showing the object that is heavier versus lighter. So this little page right here says, "Look, Aunt Carol, she sent us a cookbook from England. All the ingredients in the recipes are measured in grams and kilograms. I think we can use this scale to measure the ingredients. I see why. This scale can measure in pounds and ounces or in kilograms and grams." So remember we talked about, you can see the scale right there, but we've talked about how in different countries they use different units of measurement than we do. So we usually measure in pounds and ounces, like when you go to the doctor and you stand on the scale and they tell you you weigh 41 pounds. Or if you go to the grocery store and they say you can get 3 pounds of oranges for $1, you measure it in pounds, and then we use ounces, okay? In other countries, they use grams or kilograms. They end up equaling the same. It's just different units of measurement, so the numbers are different. Like in science, when we looked at the thermometers that had Fahrenheit and Celsius, it's the same weather outside. It's just a different way of measuring it. Okay, so let's finish our story with Carol. So they have the cookbook. It's got grams and kilograms, and here they're measuring it on the scale. This one looks very similar to the scale that is like at a grocery store if you're measuring fruit. Then it says, "We have 2 kilograms of flour, but we only need 1 kilogram." So here's there in the kilogram. I know it's so hard to see this way, guys. I'm sorry. But there's the scale, and the kilogram is on there. And they only need one of them. So they have to then do what we've done in our other lessons, and they're going to have to take away until they get to the right measurement that we have. And then finally it says that they finish the muffins. So just a cute little story intro of how we would use kilograms and grams for daily life, and baking is a very common one. Okay, on page 232 in your textbook, which is lesson 1, you're going to have our yellow box at the top with our vocabulary words. So I'm going to read them to you, but you can be reading them along with me. We have kilogram, which if we were to abbreviate, we would put the parentheses around the letters kg. We have mass. We have measuring scale. We then have the phrase as heavy as, which we will use to compare different objects in when we are weighing them. And then we have less than or more than, just like in all of our other measurement units where we compare if one thing is longer than something else or shorter than something else. For weight, we're going to do it is it more than, does it weigh more, or does it weigh less? Okay, so those are our vocabulary words for the chapter. You're going to go through the textbook pages and read through it and fill out any of those informations that you need. And then you're going to get to the workbook page. I'm covering up where the answers are. But you're going to do the workbook page, and this workbook page and the next one are very similar to our units on length when we used rulers. It's just going to show you a scale instead of a ruler. So you're going to use the scale to decide if it weighs more, if it weighs less, how heavy it is, and so on and so forth. So some of the pictures are going to have an object on top of the scale, and it's going to show you the line where it stops. You guys see I cut my finger. I have Belle on it. It's Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, sorry, totally got distracted. So you're going to look at the scale, and how wherever the line is going to show you how much that item weighs. Okay, so that is it for the first lesson in math. I just wanted to give you an introduction. The following ones after our first one are a lot of comparing the items as to which one's heavier or lighter. So it would be like if I take my book and I take my phone, which one would be heavier? And then you're going to decide, is the phone heavier or is the book heavier? Okay, and then you'll put put that on the line, okay? If an object is heavier, if I was a scale, okay, and it's looking like this, my book is going to go down the scale because it weighs more, and the lighter object is going to go up. So if it shows you a picture, that's a hint as to how you know which one's heavier. If they are the same weight, then they would balance out the scale. Okay? And I will post a video later during the week of another clip so you guys can kind of see the scale. So I hope this helped just give you a little intro into what math is going to be for the week. I'm very confident that you guys will do fine with it, and I'm happy that it was a lesson like this for you guys to do when you were at home and away from me, because I know this is one that you guys can handle. If you have any questions, though, let me know. I hope you guys like this video. All right, see you later. Bye.